Hey guys.
Hey man,
Hey.
what's up?
I don't know. I had a good weekend, good day. You guys?
You just
You
had
alright?
yeah.
Yeah, you had a good one?
I had a good one. It was fun.
Do you
Genesis.
Yeah. No. You were.
We all hung out. We all hung out. It was good.
If I have to hear one more motherfucking nerdy white guy 12-year-old say, Nick is so effortlessly cool because they spend too much time watching The Yard, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh! How did we get that?
Welcome to the yard, everybody.
They all look like Nick, and they all type it like it's the fucking first time they've ever thought of this idea. Their entire personality has come from watching too much Yard. Nick's not that cool, bro.
I went to the Cinegear Expo last weekend. It's like a big cinema gear like convention where like all the like the new Arri Alexa camera was there and like lights and stuff. And there was so many.
Oh, you don't like that camera? Do you think that's a cringe camera?
Dude, that's so tight that the Arri Alexa was there.
Anyway,
You're being rude.
I don't care about this part. I don't care about this part.
Yeah. Have you guys ever bought a dildo?
No. Yes.
No.
Wait, what?
Wait, but this is not unrelated. I didn't think I was going to tell this story, but I'm going to. Today, literally before this podcast, like 3 hours ago, I was taking a shower because I didn't shower this morning, and I squat down to like pick up like a razor that I had dropped, and I squat down and I sit butt naked on top of my shampoo bottle.
Tresemme, by the way.
It's Tresemme, so the top is like it sticks up like this, and then it's bent down this way.
It looks like the Starman from Earthbound.
And I'm not joking to make this story more entertaining. I sit down on it with all of my weight. It slightly enters me, and then I pressed it because I sat, and some shampoo came out.
Dude,
and I went, ah!
dude, you got cream pied by your shampoo bottle?
Tresemme came in your butthole?
Yeah, I got the Tresemme guarantee up my asshole.
There was just think it's cool.
I don't fucking care anymore.
think it's cool?
Oh, the Nick gets destroyed episode.
Never mind.
Do they have the Sony A7 IV?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
Yeah, no, it was cringe. It was cringe. I went out to get food. They only had computer parts and like.
It's funny because
like,
he's
nerd
making
stuff.
fun of you, but I would actually want to know.
Did they talk about how better Resolve is at doing color?
Yeah, they invented a new megapixel. So it's
like a Steve Jobs PowerPoint.
Whatever, you wouldn't get it.
Nick's back in the Xbox Live call fighting for his life right now.
Speaking of, by the way, I think I get a lot of shit for, sometimes in conversation not being the most comprehensible, like meowing occasionally.
You meow.
Oh, we meow for fun around here.
Yeah. Some of the time.
Sometimes not using
As
words.
a cat does.
I think Nick is leaving us in the ability to communicate.
What do you mean?
Our Nick?
What
Yes.
do you mean?
I think Nick is leaving us because
Yeah.
we were hanging out last night and we were trying to play Clue, and every fucking sentence this piece of shit says is like we're gonna play Clue, and he's like, I got a clue of what bitch I'm fuck tonight. And he's like, and I was like,
It's just one.
Dude, I was on
turned into
fire.
like
last
a
night.
Yingling
doll
doll
with a pull string for a
Yinglings,
joke.
Yeah, man. We all know who it is. It's the same joke 20x. Nick's like, or Yingling's like, what are the rules? And he's like, I rule when I'm in your mom's vagina.
And they're like, who do you want to play? And I'm like, Jafar. They're like, all right, Jafar. I'm like, Jafar from these hoes.
And it just, and it's silent. And then he's like, man, give me the podcast room right now.
I was like, bro, let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs, play this Clue game right now.
For 2 hours,
Wow,
when
you wanted me to be there.
Well, I didn't know he'd be
cancel
like
my
that. I
plans
didn't
to
know
be there.
I
He
kept
hung out
saying,
for 2 hours. He didn't get a genuine conversation.
I kept saying, how do you play Clue? And like, QD would try to explain to me how Clue works, and I'm like, there are any females in this game? So when I was this is like kind of related. When I was 16 or 17 ish, I was taking Accutane because I had pretty bad acne, and but that shit works, by the way. You're a teenager trying to get rid of your acne, Accutane fucking works. If you're down to like hate your life.
Not medical advice.
Not medical advice, but it works. for me.
Allegedly.
Or financial advice.
Allegedly.
I'm not even called Accutane anymore.
No, that's not a legend.
So I allegedly took this pill in Ibiza, and I got a staph infection in my face from taking Accutane. So like part of
Bro, you
Accutane,
just told him to take it.
well,
One guy just popped the pill right out.
Trade
and
off.
you're like, what?
trade off, you know.
That's actually crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It was worth it.
Not medical
Accutane
advice.
has some pretty wild side effects.
Yeah, I had a friend who was taking it at the same time, and he got like these insane like cysts that were like like quarter sized on his all over his face. He didn't leave his house for the whole summer.
He only has
so
one
embarrassed.
eyeball, but
Yeah.
he has no acne now.
Yeah, but now I
champ.
have great skin. It was totally worth it. I would do it again. I would go back and do it again.
Dude, remember Noir? What happened to him?
Wait, what happened to Noir?
Dude, our friend Noir, who is sick at Melee, by the way, he vaped, and he had bought like bootleg vape juice.
Mm.
Did you hear
I
about
don't
this?
remember this.
Dude, he bought bootleg vape juice,
Did he
like
get the
really
popcorn
like
lung?
cheap shit. No, he didn't get popcorn lung. He was vaping so much, he got this like giant bulging
Oh, I do
cyst in
remember
his
this.
neck,
Yeah.
and he had to get it surgically
Oh.
removed, and now he has a scar, and he's fine. But
Oh, you said the fine like you're like, okay, yeah.
but it was
good ending.
crazy because like he went through
Yeah.
that, and it's like don't do that.
Yeah, so I get a staph infection in my face. It's not great. This is like right before I'm going into like my next year of high school. I have to do my yearbook photo soon. I sent Zipper a photo of this. He can bring it up. Yeah.
Ah,
So that's what I looked
Dude,
like.
you look 14.
you look like
Oh.
shit.
Okay.
How old are you?
I think I'm
Look
16.
You
I
look like you're balding
think I'm 16. I look
in
great.
this picture.
I look great. Just besides my face.
Yeah,
So
I
it
wouldn't
was
say those-
bad.
Don't say you look great.
I look great. I was rocking the Weezer glasses. I was wearing the.
Drinking Aquafina back
I
then?
still have that shirt actually.
Didn't love the planet, huh?
And yeah. So
Kinda weird, man.
so it gets really big.
He sat on that too.
It
when he was
hurts.
16.
Come on, man.
On the counter.
I wasn't inserting things into my ass yet. That was later. And it hurts really bad. I have to go get it surgically drained. It was probably the worst experience of my. People ask what's the worst experience of your life. It was probably that
Whoa.
because the numbing solution doesn't work. They had to put a needle inside of it,
Mhm.
numb me. It doesn't work on infected areas. So I basically felt the entire surgery.
Oh.
It was one of the. I went into shock, and then I had a panic attack, and like I went to like 104 fever instantly.
Isn't
it
it
was
crazy
crazy.
that shock kills you?
Yeah.
It was
like you get so shocked you die.
Yeah.
it was
That's movie
one of the
stuff.
most scared I've ever been. It was awful.
Yeah.
So that was what happened when I got that infection was I was just literally hanging out one day, and then my lip just started getting bigger, like instantly. And I was like, what's happening in my face? And it was like a movie, like in a movie when like you start changing or something.
You were Veruca Salt.
Yes, I was Veruca Salt. I was turning big and blue and inflated like a
And
planet.
your
Like
friends
Sonic
were
is
just
a planet.
rolling you to the ER, roasting the shit out of you.
You were becoming Mr. Hyde.
So that all happens. Long story short, that happens. I get surgery. I have permanent scar tissue in my lip now. This part of my lip is permanently like very hard and it's shitty.
Cringe.
No problems.
Didn't
That's
notice
why,
it while
it's why
kissing
no
you.
girls want to kiss you.
Oh.
Well,
That's why none
and
of
you
them
took
want to kiss
different
you.
routes to
Demonstrably
that.
false. So
No.
7, 8 years later,
Haven't
however
seen
long it
one.
is now, I'm sitting in my room yesterday. I'm sitting in my room. I'm on my computer typing, and my lip starts getting bigger again.
You just hear, "Who the?"
And I'm sitting there like, no, because I know this time what it is.
The sequel.
And I didn't know it was. I took all the medicine I needed to take. I didn't know it was possible. So I'm sitting there freaking out. And I run into the kitchen, and my girlfriend's in there like making us dinner. And I'm like, it's happening again. It's happening. And she's like, oh. And
She takes a knife, throws it,
Yeah.
pierces it, it fucking squirts, and you're fine.
It's so sick that you guys have been dating for so long that you can say it's happening again to something that happened when
Yeah,
you were...
that's
no,
insane.
we actually were not together at
Sure,
this time.
but I guess
we
you've been dating
it was
for-
very
She knows
soon
about
after.
it,
Yeah.
Oh, you were the
Imagine-
guy with the disgusting, hideous bulge on your lip.
Imagine
dating him
having
now.
to have to roll Nick like up and down hills to get to the urgent care.
That'd be
Yeah.
so funny.
By the way, Aiden also said if I was 500 pounds that we wouldn't be friends anymore. Is that what you said? That
No.
what
Yeah,
conversation?
no.
Oh,
No,
we'll
no,
get
no,
to
no,
that.
no,
We'll
no,
get to
no,
that.
no,
Wait,
that's
wait,
not what I
okay,
said.
that's
He
not
said
what
some
he said.
fucked
He
up
did not
shit.
say
I
that.
did not.
fucked
I
up
did
shit.
not.
I didn't realize how mad it made him.
It didn't make me mad. I'm just never hanging out with you again if I clue.
I didn't get close to winning.
But it sounded
we dusted
you
us,
affected him, so it sounds like you did win.
Yeah, I
which
got
is
a
I
Yeah,
good.
so-
dominated in clue.
Yeah, he did dominate.
I got called to play Clue, and I said I don't want to drive.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I realized like one turn before the last turn that there was courtesy cards that we all get to see.
Yeah,
And I
which
didn't
was
know-
said.
Which I needed to win.
You guys put bread on it?
No,
No. Yeah.
kept it honest.
Just you three?
Cutie was in a
Me,
Cutie was in like a
Nick, Cutie,
rain
and
mood. Like
Okay.
that's why she called you.
She's like, I want to
She
play
was like,
board
"I want to play
games
Clue. I
in
want to play Clue." I
in
came
the
downstairs. She's like,
rain.
"You want to play Clue?" And I'm like, "Whoa, what's up? What's going on?" And she's like, "I'm gonna call Slime." She climbed to you. I was like, "Damn, I guess we're playing Clue." Nick England came over to play Clue,
Aw,
so we all just got around
That's
to play
hype.
Clue.
that's
She
cool.
loves rain days.
Rainy day
I
time.
also
Rain
love
day
rain.
gaming.
I hate it.
I've been so much
beautiful
Yeah,
I
I
want
need
the
the-
sun,
yes,
dude.
I
I want
need the
that
sun.
sun.
Give me that nasty
It's about
sun.
it.
I've been so
Yeah.
much happier. in
Your
the
life
rain.
quality has
What?
drastically increased just being in LA.
Dude, my life is so much fucking better down here.
Why?
Because I was a fucking monk. I was just fucking working all day and then streaming at night. Every day,
I
all
can't
day.
believe Ari didn't divorce you.
Monk to
I
monk.
swear to God, I don't know.
I actually don't understand.
But she met me when I was grinding League of Legends 11 hours a day, skipping all classes.
Yeah.
So like that's the
Aw.
bar.
Yeah, I guess it's all
It's
uphill from
all
there.
uphill
Yeah.
from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
anything
difference
is-
If you ride or die with that.
Anything is better than my husband going back to the Rift.
The difference is you were 20 and now you are 33.
You are 36.
So
Bro,
it's like
You are
I
47.
remember one time she wanted to see Toy Story 4, and I told her, babe, I can't. I really got to catch up on this homework. Like, I'm behind. And so I blew her off, and then she came into my dorm later with like a gift, like a snack for me.
Oh,
I wasn't doing homework.
dude.
I was 14 hours deep into League of Legends,
no.
and I had torrented
dude.
and watched Toy Story 4 on my own.
No
Come on.
way.
That's
Bro,
The
fucked.
fact that she didn't
That
break
is
up is
actually
fucked.
fucked.
It's one of the most
Dude.
fucked things I've ever done. It's
That
probably,
is evil.
I literally regret it more
Wait,
than anything
Ari.
I've ever done.
Ari,
Don't even
ask her about
Ari. Dude, we need to know why. We need to know how did the relationship survive that?
I mean,
I've
the
asked her
fact
in the
that she
past.
didn't break up then is like
That is
she's ride or die.
unbelievable.
That is fucking
She's ride or die.
unreal.
that's great. That's not
Ari.
ride or die. That's like gaslit Stockholm syndrome.
No, no, not
So-
time.
So Brandon here just told us a story about Toy Story 4. Can you give us out your perspective on that? You can sit here right now.
Today, why are you guys laughing? This is how Italian chairs work.
It's like how Tom and Jerry like happens.
Yeah, so we're here in Italy.
Tell you what, go get a new chair. We'll bring it in, and you go get a new chair. You fucking just large motherfucker.
Is
Yeah.
so.
I think it's 3.
It's
Pure
definitely
heart.
not 4.
Because 4 is 20, like 17, 18.
Do you remember
Toy Story
when
3.
you wanted to watch Toy Story with me and I said I couldn't because I had to do homework, and then you came over to my dorm room and you came in and I had been playing League of Legends and I'd already watched Toy Story.
Okay. It's definitely not 4. It's either 3 or you're talking about Monsters University.
I was Toy Story 3.
Oh,
it was-
okay.
It's Toy Story 3.
Oh, okay. No, I don't remember.
Wow. You
She's
are.
pure of heart, and
That's-
I
No, I
right.
think it's because she's Stockholm
She's
syndrome.
repressed it.
10 minute blacks herself.
No,
No,
well, it's
no.
because like your league thing was like ongoing for like months.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool.
The
break I
league thing
had.
is like, oh, you're a fucking, you're kind of a douchebag. But
was
the
a blur.
torrenting the movie she asked you to watch,
Okay,
like, because what that means is you did want to watch it, but just not with her.
No, I wanted to watch it with her, but I didn't want to take a break from League, so I had
But
it
you
on.
did anyway.
Isn't that
No,
a
it
red
was on
flag,
the
Ari?
monitor.
You're
Like, I was-
dogging your
I
league
just feel
teammates by
like-
watching a movie while you play.
I was
You're
playing
dogging
poorly.
her by ignoring her to watch
Dude,
it.
I had an Excel spreadsheet and I had to get 10 wins a day or I wouldn't let myself sleep. I was a psychopath for League of Legends.
Why did you let him get away with it?
I was
Yeah, what'd you
busy.
see in me back then? 'Cause I don't know.
That's what you always say when I ask you, is you just say, I was busy and you had your own shit going on.
What
True.
did I see in you?
Facts.
'Cause, like, I definitely like don't go for white
Winning
people. So.
personality, maybe. You know, like charm, ambition.
She saw the
As a
balding was
writer.
coming, so she
Jeez,
thought
what
she could
was
come
it?
in before that
I
happened.
mean, we were friends, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, babe.
back then, I guess
This
it was
is
hard.
great. I love this.
I love this for you too. That is the most. That is the most dog thing I've ever heard. Actually,
Yeah, I felt super bad about it. I felt legitimately guilty.
You
and
actually felt bad?
I felt awful.
I don't think I felt that.
I felt
Still queued up the
awful.
next day, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Hilo
he's,
don't find
he's
himself.
still at the sheet.
that's something
Yeah.
that I would joke about Aiden doing.
Yeah,
Like, I would joke that
And
Aiden,
then
I was
and then Aiden goes,
legitimately addicted. I
Love to
was.
see it.
Aiden's like, I
You
just
would-
wanted to watch it. Did you like it?
Never do that.
I don't think you would do that.
You might do it.
You might.
I torrented one movie on my school's internet and then got a fucking like DMCA notice from the from the network admin.
Lies have gotten all of us into so much trouble.
Anyway,
we need to ignore
I
that.
start,
Save it for the secret
I
pod.
start inflating like a balloon, and I get driven to the ER. It's like fucking midnight.
I'd roll
I'm
you to the ER.
so.
I'd roll you to the ER.
Anyway, you know, Aiden left me at the ER last time, and he went home. And I,
No fucking way.
And then I
You
Ubered
told
home.
me I could
Dude,
go.
you
I told-
always
You know
wait
what?
for
You know
the
what? No,
boys.
he's right. You know what? I told him he could go, but he did. And
You
you know what?
always wait for the
I
boys.
waited
Fucked up.
90 minutes.
I waited 3 hours for Nieper.
And then I was like, oh, and I was like, I just learned a little bit about myself. I discovered a little bit about me.
I like how you're making this sound
That's
especially effeminate. Like,
Whoa.
That's what it was like in the moment. I was like, oh.
how dare you?
I was a proper woman until now. Wow,
You should have asked my daddy first.
that's great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
So, but you were so
it's a nice
confident.
pee-pee.
All right, here. Let me explain the social dynamics. You've created an environment where people want to see you fail, but not really hard.
Yeah.
But remember, because when like Keem was going at you on Twitter,
Yeah.
the Ludbuds rose like skeletons from the ground.
They have like a Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Where most of the time they like being Mr. Hyde, but sometimes they gotta have good old Jekyll.
They feel like, hey, this is all fun and games. Nick is in the gang.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we need the cool guy to go. They don't know he's not cool.
Yeah,
they don't know
that.
But like, we need the cool guy to beat
The
Ludwig.
Last
Right.
thing you said.
No,
They don't know that you're not
up.
what they think you
You keep
are,
talking.
which is
Okay.
cool. Dude, I remember. Wait, real quick. The Vegas stream. Remember
up.
the Vegas stream a long time ago when you were IRL streaming at the backpack?
Right.
We're walking around. It's like a couple hundred viewers in the chat. Icarus is in there. I never forgot this. You're walking around. You got the black shirt with a little bear on it. I like that.
Wait,
shirt.
we're in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're walking
3 years
around.
ago.
It's a long time
I
ago.
don't remember this.
Icarus
4.
in chat says, God, Nick is just so effortlessly cool. And I was like,
Hey, Icarus,
You will-
shout out.
You'll never be anything.
You know,
Icarus
hey, you know-
or to Nick?
I thought that.
well, Icarus has a PhD.
No, he doesn't.
I thought I could get away with that. I thought I could get away with that.
Not a doubt in my mind. I call that every day.
His parents have a pretty successful business. He picked
Works
up
at a-
video editing in college.
Works at a modeling agency.
I was like, you're so
PhD.
pathetic. This guy's
No.
afraid of throwing up. How dare you think that?
His name's Matthew. Like,
Throwing up's scary, you know? It's like, bleh.
Anyway, sorry, Eamon. What were you gonna say?
No, I actually had nothing substantial to add there. I was just going to say that I agreed with you.
Well, we did have to take footage of Eamon when his shitting butthole, and that. So explain how that went.
what?
We now continue with Smurf.
Yeah.
I go to the hospital, and the hospitals are miserable right now. So I went to a hospital that was at max capacity. Every single bed was completely
COVID cases
filled.
are higher than ever.
And they're
Oh,
still
shit.
taking people. And I go in and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm trying to like give them the context, but they're like, they don't even want to talk to me for more than a minute. So I'm like, all right, so 6 years ago, this guy named Ken. I'm like trying to walk into the whole thing, and they're like, "Hey, just go sit over there. We'll see you in a second." I wait for a very long time. They finally bring me in, and they don't have a place for me, so they put me in a chair just in the hallway.
Dude.
So I'm just in a hallway, and this guy gets brought in who has just had 3 seizures. He is wasted because he's an alcoholic, and he is bleeding out of his nose and his eyes. And
That's tight.
they put him just right next to me. It's like I'm just in the miscellaneous hallway where people go.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and my lips all big and I'm like salty. And this guy gets brought in and he's wailing. He's bleeding. He's telling them that he's drunk. He's explaining this is not his first time
He doesn't
here.
sound like he uses masks either.
He has a Confederate flag tattooed on his arm. Yeah, and his knuckles have "fuck you" tatted on them.
And this music starts playing.
What is Dark Souls?
And his life bar populates.
Yeah. And
Conservative homeless man.
Nick and this guy beating the shit out of each other in a hospital hallway.
Nick's with his giant lip, and he's just like trying to dodge roll and shit.
His animations.
it actually gets more like a Dark Souls boss because this guy's here wailing. They start hooking him up to an IV in front of me.
Oh, it's the cutscene.
And I'm like a little squeamish, so I'm like, okay, I'm like looking away. And I'm like, oh, this is so shitty. But I've been here for like an hour and a half, and they still have not seen me yet.
Yeah.
And there's an open door next to me, and there's someone in there. And I said this in the last podcast. I have a very, very bad. I have one bad fear. I have about one phobia in this world, and it's puking. When people are next to me puking, I have to leave. I can't be around it. And when I'm about to, I will freak out. There's someone next to me just vomiting for an hour and a half straight. And it's loud, and they're hiccuping. And so every couple seconds they're hiccuping, and then there's the miscellaneous like hospital folly that's just like, brrr, and there's like beep beep, brrr, and this guy's like, and then this guy's just wailing, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't care. Like if staph hits your brain, it fucking kills you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm down to go home. I don't care. I've done this before. I've lived. I don't want to be here anymore. I was there for like 3 fucking hours, and there's this one guy. He's like an NPC, like wiping the floors. He's like a little younger than me. He's just walking by, and he says something to me.
He's giving you hints to beat the guy.
Dude, he literally just keeps saying things to me as if they're hints. Like he walks by, he like picks up a penny. He's like, "You want this penny?" And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, I just found it. I'm like, I don't want
Should
it.
have said hello to the old man.
And then he keeps going. Dude, he's like 18. I was honestly was like, is this guy a Ludwig fan? Like, why does he keep doing this? And then he comes back and he goes, I like your Crocs. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, I'm having the worst time of my fucking
You
entire
need
life.
holy magic to
Please stop
defeat
talking to me.
that guy.
Please stop talking to me. And then all the while, my girlfriend's in the waiting room. We're in the entire time, unlike Aiden. And there's a guy in the room with her who is there, and he's wearing like a full hazmat suit. Like he is like, because they made him wear it because he might have COVID.
Oh my god.
So he's decked out in the whole thing in the waiting room, and he's so mad. He's like, they're making me wear this, and he's telling everyone how mad he is that they're making him wear this. And she's just like, she's so nice. So she's in there, and she's like, oh, just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then he's bringing out his phone. He starts watching a video on how to make tequila at full volume in the hospital waiting room.
That guy rules.
And he's
That guy's
just in
so
like a
sick.
hazmat suit. I come back and she's like whispering this to me.
I can't hear it through the suit.
And I can see this guy, and they make me wait because they gave me medication and they have to wait to see if I have an allergic reaction. So I'm waiting in the waiting room with her with all these fucking insane people in there. And on the commercial on the screen pops up a sex phone ad, like a sex call ad.
way.
And so on the TV in the hospital, it's like 1-800 get fucked. Like call and you get the first 5 minutes free.
Call and come.
And I'm literally like, am I in a dream? I have to be in a dream. There's no way I'm getting a staph infection 7 years later. There's no way this guy's real. And I go home, and it was insane. All that combined was just, it was the most.
So you didn't even get checked?
Well, no, they ended up basically. The doctor literally was so useless. He goes, yeah, it just doesn't make sense that it's staph. They don't come on that fast. And I'm like, this has happened to me before, and I went to the doctor, and I was tested, and it was staph. This in the exact same location.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's staph. It's the same thing. And he goes, doesn't really make sense though. And I'm like, I don't know what
like
to tell you.
folding his arms like,
I'm
well,
like,
you're wrong.
I don't know
you
what to
might
tell
die.
you. I don't want to be here, but you're wrong. And I don't have the
He's like,
credentials.
well, it's gay time now.
Yeah, I don't
You're
have,
in the gay chair. So.
I don't have the credentials to tell you that you're wrong, but it's just, there's too many coincidences. And you know what he says? He goes, yeah, like that doesn't line up, but if you're telling me that you went through that, then I'm going to give you a prescription for staph. And I'm like, I don't want you to say that.
Yeah.
I want you to say,
answer you
I want you to say, you know what? I checked with the boys. We crunched some of the numbers. And it turns out you have this thing.
Dude,
and here's the correct medicine for it.
He's actually
sucks
gaslighting you.
because that blows, and I would be so infuriated in that situation, but I still feel sorry for him because of the COVID bullshit.
And that
all
was
the
why I was so
unvaccinated people in the
compliant
ER.
the whole time.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I can see how I'm the last of their priority. A guy with a big lip is here.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how I'm the last of their priority.
Dude, it's been like
Big
this for
lip
8 months.
Logan.
When I got my appendix removed, I was also in the hallway, except in Maine, and I was just there. And then I was like walking, I was rolled through, and I just saw a bunch of people in the fucking wings also there.
You were there at an awful time too.
I was there for 6 hours waiting.
Well, okay, no, this isn't a new thing. This is how hospitals work. If you're not that's why the hack, they say, it's like a life hack, but for your actual life, is you say you have chest pain, they have to pay attention to you. You could die right there.
There was a guy doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I brought.
I was
him
walking
Yeah.
through, and I was like, "You look like you are from the TV show Shameless," because he was like, "All right, chest pain, give me something good."
Oh my god.
And he's just like any nurse or doctor pulled through, he would just fucking yell.
That's like
at
my
them.
dad. My dad. You just described my dad.
Yeah.
Dude.
If he was in a hospital.
Aiden took me to we briefly talked about it. Aiden took me to the hospital because I had chest pain at midnight and it wasn't going away. And you know what my bill was for that night? Before insurance was $6,500.
What?
Isn't
What
the
is it
American healthcare
post-insurance?
system fucking?
Dude. Pussy.
I have good insurance, so post insurance it was like $300, but still,
Yeah.
like it was insane that it was $6,500.
Well, I think they just
I spent a
overbill,
night
right?
in the yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't
spent a night in the
even
hospital.
stay there. I
had,
left to save money.
Yeah. So my plan, it was way back in my old job. I had the same thing. I woke up chest pain. It was extreme. Turned out heartburn happens sometimes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was dying though, and I drive myself to the hospital. They admit me. They want to keep me, and they do. On my insurance, I paid $1,000, but I got the bill way later, and it was $20K
Yeah.
for a night.
so fucked.
And
It is fucked.
I take Zoloft. If the Yardigans didn't know that, might work for you, might not.
Don't promote
Take
Zoloft. to
Zoloft
children.
and Accutane.
Yeah,
guys.
at the same time.
Together, actually.
Financial
Don't check
advice.
if you
Not
need to.
medical advice, but it is financial
do it.
advice.
Financial advice.
I've
allegedly.
been taking it for like 10 years, so it's me.
I drink a little booze while I take them.
Yeah.
That's how they make Fago. They just combine those two.
I
things.
was taking it a long time, and I was at the doctor, and I was like, okay, well, I can't go home, and I take this medication. I need it, right? And I need a dose every night. And they're like, okay, we'll get you that. It was billed for one pill at $83.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Fucked up.
You know what's
Somewhere
sick?
Martin Shkreli just came.
Yeah.
So like
In
car
his prison
insurance,
cell.
car insurance is dope because you can scam the car insurance people allegedly.
Yeah.
If you go to like
you could
Are we like the anarchist cookbook podcast? What are we doing right now?
happening?
Nails and more nails.
Opposite of this, by the way, is I pulled up into the driveway and Ludwig was leaving to go on a walk, and I get out of the car and I'm like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm going on a walk," and I'm like, "Oh, you want to walk with you?" And he goes, "You can't walk like me." And then he turns around and he keeps going.
It's
And I said,
what? It's true.
I yelled, "You think I can't walk like you do?" And he turns around, he's laughing at me. He turns around, he's like, he makes the most dog shit animation ever, just to are terrible.
Yeah, this was a bad idea, so I'm
and then
definitely.
Zipper 2, I
phoning
want the
this
Rule
in.
34 version.
This sounds like the crossed out section of like the Rick and Morty writers' room whiteboard.
Or the-
I still have to watch Australian Rick and Morty.
It's
Richard
dude,
and Mortis.
So fucking
Dude,
funny,
Ludwig
dude.
has listened to Australian Rick and Morty twice now from the back seat of the car that he's in. We keep watching it while he's in the car.
Tell people the reality I'm living. It's like I'll drive these kids somewhere, and I say kids because they'll be in the back seat and on their phone they'll pull up Rick and Morty. And they've seen
Wait,
it, like,
Australian Rick and Morty.
Australian Rick and Morty, and they've seen it like 4 times, and they'll wait for the part. They'll be like, "Oh yeah. All right, Kaba," and you'll say it along with
No,
them.
it is not
And you'll,
all
like,
right,
laugh.
Kaba, dude.
But you'll
They
watch.
don't
It's
say
like the
that.
5th time you've seen
And then Ludwig in the front will be like, "Yeah, I gotta watch it," and we're like, "Yeah, you gotta watch it," and we're just not showing him.
I'm in the front like, yeah, and I have a
There's-
15-year refinance mortgage.
Don't
And they're in the back like Rick and
Don't
Morty.
act like you're the adult when I'm always driving.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, doesn't this mean that it's so goated that you should just watch it? But
I
you
should
so
watch.
not?
It mind blows me that they're on their 4th time, like
my mind-
quoting it.
How many times have you watched
Every-
Outrageous Fun?
Dude, we're gonna
Boobies flying
I
around,
actually-
dicks and
not
butts.
that
we're
many.
just glazing over. My mind blows me. That is what he just said. We're going right past
Wait,
that.
Eamon
Think
said
about
that?
it,
No, Ludwig just said
That's what a
that.
nocturnal mission is.
That's right.
My mind blows me.
You know, I had one of those the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was it like for you?
It was
What happened? In the dream?
okay. In the dream, I'm in a closet. It's a dilapidated house.
That's all it takes for him.
There's
There's
this.
no other details need to be added. For
Yeah,
that.
and then it was funny because in the dream I couldn't get my bread up, if you will.
Okay. You
Yeah,
couldn't-
no,
you
that
couldn't-
happens. That
you
happens.
couldn't get bricked
But
up.
it doesn't matter because the moment they touch it, you bust.
That's
anyway.
exactly
Yeah,
what happened.
Yeah,
That's exactly
yeah.
what happened.
Dude, I got
That's how
like
it works.
I got like 4 or 5 different messages from people who all don't know each other after like the last episode that said, "I just learned what bricked up means from like that episode."
That's funny.
And I'm like, I guess that makes sense, but it's just so
Dude,
funny that all of them took that
One
away.
of the greatest Reddit posts of all time on my subreddit goes, "What the fuck is Pondcast?"
Yeah,
He talks about it every goddamn Yard episode. Or
that's funny.
it's Japan. It's Japan.
Yeah, I learned
it's a
that-
bastardization
He's
of Japan.
sticking des on the end of it for
I know.
no reason.
That just means like it is, right? It's
Yeah.
like,
it's like is. But that's why when
affirmation.
he says so des ka,
So
like,
this guy.
it's so annoying because ka is a question particle. But he says it like he puts it on this end of sentences that are like finality.
Go to
Yeah,
Jizz.
yeah.
But it's a fucking question.
yeah. Any
Hey, Sumima-san.
hey, are you no
he
Manasai?
keeps saying Sumimasen as well, and it's fucked because he'll just say it. I get it's a very easy word to plug
What does it
almost
mean?
anywhere. It can mean
Sorry.
like excuse me, but it could also mean like hello. Like it's just like a very convenient word.
Oishi.
But he'll use it like, "Yo, Sumima-sen me that mug." I'm like, fucking
Yo,
end your shit,
You think you
brother.
have a bad cutie? I'm like, Sumima sent me that coochie.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
You
Dude,
have
that was-
literally
that was
never
lame.
said that.
That was lame.
ever.
I think
No, I
everything is
wouldn't.
funny right now, and that did not make me laugh.
Yeah, speaking of COVID, we all had it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the booster plus COVID plus bald,
Yeah.
and I am now a fortress of recovered strength and power.
Bald doesn't have anything to
Let's
do with
test your
ability to
COVIDness and do a
recover from
yard
it.
meetup where every yard member kisses you.
Mhm.
Every yard
well,
member-
not every yard.
Wait,
Oh,
every-
member or
Us,
fan?
yard member, or
viewer.
yard again?
Every
Not all of
yardigan comes and
All of them.
and
Okay.
coughs
all
into
of
my
the ones
mouth.
above the age of
Not just
20.
the men, but the women and the children.
Yeah,
The children.
every single yardigan, be it from every race and creed and religion,
The yard
and age,
kissing
comes and they cough into my mouth, and I will
kiss them
survive.
all.
I kissed them all.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was telling Nick, I tweeted out, I was like babbling on the floor, just like in a fucking. I was hallucinating that wolves were just circling me, ready to fucking dive in.
You're going through it.
And then I just got better. I think the vaccine got a workout for sure. And then
I had one day where I was like, that sucks. And then the next day I was like, I feel normal. Pretty much.
So, but do you guys have any side
Dude.
effects?
Well, what happened is me and him, I think, like from it since.
Yeah, like
No.
like
Now I'm fine.
chunky cum.
I think I've. You know
Comes out
what?
like silly string.
Ever since I got COVID, I've been more
Smooth cum?
petty.
You've been more petty.
I think I
More
got
pissy.
COVID brain. Not pissy, but petty. Like I did that thing where I made a $30,000 tournament out of pettiness. But also, there was a guy
good.
in my YouTube comments who was like, L plus ratio isn't even that big of a deal. I copied his name. I put it in Twitter. I found it. He has 2 followers, and I ratioed him.
Oh my god,
That's very
dude.
petty.
Why are you living like me now?
I know. I have COVID brain, and it's making me petty.
You're like Venom. This is like Venom Ludwig.
and
Yeah.
I have gotten more accepting of things.
Yes. So your COVID brain has healed you.
Yeah,
We've switched.
my COVID brain made me
Freaky
better.
Friday.
Yeah.
We have to fix this.
Well, we don't have to fix it. My cum
Oh.
can remain chunky.
Oh, this reminded me. I don't know why this reminded me of that. Not that part. I was thinking about
Do
this.
you have
what
that
reminded you
symptom
your
of
chunky
COVID?
cum?
Chunky cum
Why
too?
does your chunky cum
Do you have
coming up?
chunky cum?
I do
It
not
comes out
have-
like
That's like the 4th symptom.
Comes
on
out
the
like
CDC
cottage
page.
cheese.
Anyway, update. My whole family got together this week, and my sister, who is now listening to the podcast, has her favorite. It's a favorite by a landslide, and it was followed up with "I want to hang out with them."
Oh,
It's
you looked
either-
at me 3 times while saying this, so I think it's me.
either me or Eamon.
What?
Yeah, it's Aiden.
Oh,
I can't.
She was
fake me
very
out.
stoked on Aiden's vibe.
Wow.
the vibe.
Also,
no, it's because she wants to dunk on you, bro.
she's also gay. So I was
That's
like, maybe
probably
I know.
what I was gonna say.
I was like,
know.
also maybe it's like the gay gene.
The
and
gay
it's
gene.
like-
No, that was what I guessed. Maybe it's a little bit of a gay.
I'm also gay.
I've been saying that.
I can be gay for
I'm
her.
so gay. I'm so
I want to be
gay.
gay for your gay sister so bad.
Yeah.
That's-
so
well, hey,
congratulations.
I got your mom.
Has Ludwig
Aiden's got your sister.
Ludwig hasn't gotten a favorite yet.
No,
Ludwig's a hard favorite to have.
that's like saying your favorite character is Naruto.
Yeah,
You're
or like
losing.
Super Mario.
You're Mario. It's
Yeah,
just
my name's Mario because I like Mario
Yeah.
from Super Mario.
Yoshi, Wario, Waluigi.
No, I'm Bowser.
I think
I wanna be
he's-
Bowser.
Isn't he more Luigi because Luigi gets dunked on so
one
much?
time. I think
Luigi.
you'd like this. So my mom would sew costumes for me when I was a kid.
Mm.
And my costume one year was Waluigi. Actually, 2 years. I did Waluigi 2 years in a row. And there was a costume contest at a pumpkin patch. And I went on stage and did the Mario Party 3 winning animation as Waluigi.
Dude, is there video?
Maybe.
Can you do your best Waluigi?
You have to ask.
Do
your
it.
be- do your
what
best
you
Walu-
did.
do it.
You're at the
No,
pumpkin patch.
stand up.
I don't
Stand
remember
up.
it. He
Stand
does
up.
like the
Do
fist
your
pump
best
thing.
Waluigi.
He does like the.
Go ahead.
Shut up and do it.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, now do the Mario Striker celebration that Waluigi does. Yeah.
He does that?
Yeah,
No,
he does
this
that.
This is mind blowing to
It's
me,
sick.
dude. Not only this is in both games. The original game is rated E for everyone, and Waluigi mimes sucking his cock. Which
Everyone can suck it.
That was
And
triple,
then they said,
triple X,
dude,
right?
that shit we did last game has to come back.
yeah, and then they upped the rating to E10 plus because at
Wow.
least 10-year-olds.
Dude, E10 these balls, dude.
10-year-olds can suck it, not 9-year-olds.
That is so funny because it's like, okay, that guy's 11. He knows what the fuck this means. he ain't gonna tell mom about that. Damn, that's crazy. Did your mom give you a mustache too?
Yeah, she drew it on.
Oh, she drew it on.
Yeah, my mom did not like
Italians.
buying costumes because I think she thought they were like lame and expensive. So she would sew me a costume
With her bare hands.
with her bare hands, with her love, which is crazy now that I look on it in hindsight.
It is a
but
lot of effort.
yeah.
She loved you so much, and you became
She
what you
took
are now.
One of my favorite things, she took one of my dad's like old like pilot hats, right? And then she would sew the felt on top of that, and that was like my Mario and Waluigi hat
Oh
that I
my
had.
god!
Why do
yeah.
pilots wear hats?
That is the sun is in their eyes
You're
while they fly,
inside, bro.
so they need to
They're
keep
inside.
Put a visor.
No, it's like being in the car, but they don't have the flip down thing.
They haven't invented the flip down thing?
The flip down. Well, there's like instruments there, so you
It's
keep the
it's really
hat on,
funny.
block
Like a
the sun
plane
out.
has the little Glade like scent thing
yeah.
in the fucking in the air vent, so
Yeah.
it smells nice in the cockpit.
In Halloween in middle school, there was like a costume contest, and I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but when I was a kid, I wanted a costume that like did something. So I wanted to go as an easy button, but what I did was I like made a shirt that had an easy button embedded in it, so you could like press it on my chest.
Oh, okay.
I think it's my most bullied day in history. I think it's the most I have been physically assaulted by people ever.
How old were you?
I was in the 7th grade, so that makes you what? You're like 10 or 9 or something.
You're 12 or 13.
No,
That's how people get chest
13
holes.
is freshman year of high school.
No.
I was 13 freshman year.
Yeah, 13, 14.
No.
You could be 13.
13,
in
14
7th
is
grade.
8th grade, 100%.
13, 14 is freshman year of high school.
No, 14, 15 is.
Either way,
freshman
you're
year of
not
high school.
9. You're like 12
maybe I'm
minimum.
11. I'm gonna say
You're
11.
12 minimum.
No way. I'll do the math later. Anyway, I'm somewhere in a range where I'm young and I'm getting fucking beat my shit up. Get my
You're
shit
getting
beat
your
up.
shit beat.
Sucks that we're
Yeah.
old enough that we have to argue about how old you are when you're young.
HBox said this thing on stream once. It was actually kind of weird. Someone said like, "How old are you in 7th grade?" And he instantly says the number, like frame 1, and then someone
like that.
and then someone's like, "How did you know that?"
He's looking.
And then he immediately says like an equation that he uses to find that out, and it was like grade 7, 12
to
13.
Yeah, minimum 12.
Bro, I'm 14 in freshman year. Anyway, it says 14, 15 freshman year. That makes sense. Yeah, and he says like an equation. He's like, you take the grade that you're in, and you add 2 or something.
You shouldn't know that.
You had 5.
That's arcane knowledge.
Add 5. Is that what it is?
Or 4, depending,
I
I
don't
guess.
like that he knows
and
that.
I was like, why do you?
He's smart.
Hey, HBox banned too.
No.
Why not?
HBox,
We're not
I
gonna
want him to
ban
win.
HBox.
The
Ban whoever we
problem
want.
is that formula isn't useful after high school.
No, that's
No.
why it's weird.
It's-
Champ.
That's why it's weird
Isn't
to
it
have.
Only from
useful-
age 1 to 12.
Isn't it
Grades 1 to 12.
specifically only useful in the situation that he's asked?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a weirdly odd thing.
I'm
to
not,
just
I'm not
have
accusing
to
it. I'm
know.
not accusing
Hey,
it.
I'm just saying.
I bet he would fucking roll everybody here in Brain Age.
Brain Age, the video game.
Yeah.
I don't know
Dude.
who you are.
Speaking of Brain Age, I fucking rolled Nick.
Dude, he
drunk
keeps-
and high at the
Oh.
same time.
He keeps saying this.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's Ludwig after smoking.
Dude, and look at the hammer bro behind him, like kind of trying to get it too.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, like Luigi.
That hammer bro has never piped in his life.
He's
dude.
not hammering,
He
bro.
just-
doing it.
He's not doing
Like,
this
I'm not
every
doing it
night.
How many
night.
times did you do it?
Like
Hey.
once.
I thought you did a
He's
lot.
changed since he got COVID.
He's changed.
What?
You've changed.
Is this new?
Oh, man embellishes something for a podcast. Yeah, fucking
later.
new story.
Bye.
Oh.
For audio listeners, the dinosaur balloon went up.
Forgot it had
He's-
helium.
What is this
stuck in
new?
the
This
ceiling
tree
now.
here?
No,
What?
Ludwig, no. It's
No.
not.
That's always been there.
Am I
Are you
crazy?
serious?
Yeah.
You've
what?
never looked over there.
Yard viewers, tell me if that tree's new or not.
You know what they don't know about? I wonder if the camera can get it. Is the satellite dish? They don't often get to see that because it's out of frame,
That's right.
but it's pretty tight.
It looks nice.
Yeah. Was gonna ask you,
Uh-huh.
Ludwig, what are you wearing?
Dude, I'm wearing this sweet threads Cutie got me for Christmas.
It's actually
what
a
are these
very
pants?
cool jacket.
Well, the pants are actually tight. They're from Zara, and they're like classy pants, but they're actually joggers.
Oh, you've been wearing these for a couple days. They probably stink so
No,
bad. Like
I
your
haven't.
Nuts
Are
and
you
balls.
stinky?
No,
Hold on.
smell
No,
my
smell
smell
the
my
stinky
nuts
taint,
and
Eamon.
balls.
Dude, I heard your bit. Oh my gosh.
How's it smell? Like warm,
No, it smells
warm
like
old pizza.
It smells kind of like Zara.
Still,
You've been wearing these for a couple
I
days.
saw your bit in this was someone Millie came to me and was like, I was watching a Ludwig video, don't tell him, and there's a
Free Palestine.
this is good advice if you have.
Not advice of any
No,
kind.
it's
this
not
is
advice.
a
It's not
good-
advice.
this
Don't
is a-
do this.
this
Anecdote.
is a good-
Anecdote.
Hi, I am
anecdote.
Mr. Alleged, and I'm here to treat you.
If you get in a car wreck, you can go to like a small repair shop, like a more local one. You know, not Pep Boys. We can go to a local repair shop, and then whatever your deductible is, they will add that to the total bill, and so then they'll get more money from the actual people.
I worked in an auto environment. It's very scam heavy.
Yeah, and if you or a loved one have mesothelioma, you get a free Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
It's part of the cheat code. If you go in and have both those things,
Ludwig is actually Sweet James. Dan was like, "Did Nick walk you through it?" And I'm like, "He told me what to do." But
I walked you through the idea.
I didn't get walked through.
What?
You didn't hold my hand.
I said,
didn't tell
here's
me it
the
was gonna
whole
be all
idea.
right.
I didn't do that part.
So
you know what?
maybe-
Because I trust you to know.
But maybe sometimes I like to hear it.
Is there
Okay,
any?
well.
So you guys are all. doing
No,
that?
man, you cannot go.
It's like a COVID thing. The set, it's like too many people.
Cool.
It's still a problem, by the way. So the fact that you don't think it is like kind of fucked
I've got
up.
like a lot of stuff tomorrow, so
Okay, so good.
yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
that'll work out then. 'cause
But
you-
if you need somebody,
It's a
maybe
COVID
just
thing.
Because like
It's
maybe
just too
my,
many people. It's a COVID thing.
I think my,
We all have- it's- we
if
all
my
have
schedule
COVID.
changes, but if somebody doesn't show,
We don't want you to
if
get
somebody doesn't
COVID.
show,
If you get COVID, then we have to pay
It's just
you.
not the right role for you.
right role, it feels like there's a lot of roles though.
Right.
A lot of space to
You're
be
thinking a
stood
lot. You're
in.
thinking a lot. Tone that down. Less thinking.
We don't like the thinking.
Yeah. It's just part. It's
Okay,
part of the problem
okay.
for us.
Well, like I said, I'm busy, so. Fucking-
You got a football
I
player
should
to go
do-
fall in love with, don't you?
can't
You
make
do
it.
that.
I need you to fall in love with the best footballer.
The best football,
Josh
the best
Allen.
footballer,
Brock Purdy.
footballer. So Lionel Messi. You want me to home wreck Leo Messi, dude?
Actually, that'd probably be bigger for the show.
Does he have a wife?
Absolutely, yeah.
We
And
could
kids.
capture the international audience. Dude, if Lionel Coinbank cheated on his wife with you and your rockin' body, and then you come on the show and talk about how sorry you are, and they hear my
Or
comedic
you double
stylings.
down. You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry for fucking the man I love.
I'm not sorry for following my
I'm
heart.
not sorry
Why
for
would I be?
coming inside of Lionel Messi.
I'm not sorry for filling him up like a water balloon.
Now that's too far.
Oh, that's too far. Just when a man does it to a woman, it's not too far. But God coming in a
Oh,
guy,
I see how you
That's
think.
too far.
I'm making queer to queer tomorrow.
Queer to queer networking.
It's Grinder. That's
Kind wire, and you download weed.
Yo,
You're welcome. See, I got him too, bro. You think you're the only one out here trying to
No,
change the
I'm
world?
happy. I'm happy to see you fucking show up. That makes me happy.
it's good to see the ideas engine running at full speed.
You see LimeWire's back?
Is it?
They've been
As
tweeting.
what?
It's not back.
The
been
company,
tweeting.
The company's tweeting. They said we're back.
Someone
What does that
bought the
mean?
LimeWire.
I don't know what it means. I'm just here to podcast.
Say it.
What does it mean, Nick?
The numbers.
I understand what you're saying, but I want to step on you
Okay.
and call you stupid.
Ouchie.
I also bought NBs just like yours, but I didn't wear them today because I'd be biting.
You still wear them all the time.
No, I got like that color too.
No, you wear them all the time. You wear this one to the podcast all the time.
No, I haven't worn them. He doesn't even fucking care about me
doesn't
anymore.
fuck with you,
It's
dude.
actually
Okay,
disgusting.
what
Sounds like
happens
that.
if you're wrong?
I'm not.
What happens
Because
if
like
you're
they
wrong?
just arrived.
he has to do 100. He has to do 100 push-ups
Sure,
on
I'll
the
do
next
literally
podcast.
anything because I know I'm right.
On the next
Are you
primo.
saying that you've just never worn your New Balances to the podcast?
The black ones and the white ones.
you wear
I
the
said
white New
that.
No, 'cause you also
But
have the
don't
green
listen
ones.
To me.
You
It's
also
not about
have
the
the
green
green-
It's
ones.
about the black ones because he
I
just
need you
got
to
them and he
listen to
hasn't
me for
worn
this
them.
relationship
Okay.
to keep working.
That's crazy though.
But you won't. Oh, it's
Whoa,
crazy.
now he's
Oh, it's crazy
crazy.
for
Now
to
he's
want to be
crazy.
heard. It's a crazy
Yo, you
thing.
prepping for Valentine's Day over there?
Because I feel like it's a normal thing to want.
Not what I meant.
Yeah, he's like, wait, what do they call him? Yeah, never mind.
Anyway, Ludwig keeps saying this, and I'm so tilted because, all right, so this is the context. They are playing Brain Age for like 2 hours.
Which
And
version?
It's the
Switch.
new
New
one, the
Switch one.
Okay.
yeah.
They're playing for like 2 hours. No one besides Ludwig has played the game before. And I'm not playing. I'm playing Melee. And I come over and someone's like, hey, you want to get in on this one? And I'm like, sure. And I pick the controller up. And then Ludwig wins that one. And I'm like, I've just never fucking played this game.
I feel like
and
you're
he
Johnning.
wins. He wins by like 11 points. Like he doesn't smoke me.
That sounds like a lot.
No,
It's a lot.
the person
11
under me
double
is down
digits.
by 80. The person under me is 80
Double
points
digits.
away.
Double
Okay,
di-
well, I
it is
can't-
11 and 8.
Look,
sound like double
the
digits
reason
to me.
I didn't argue about this on the fucking other episode we did because I knew this would happen. I knew that there's nothing I can say where I win, but it's bullshit. And you know what? Someone out there's got me, maybe.
I feel like here's what happened. You went head to head against someone who was taking gummies and Mickeys to the dome piece all night, and you couldn't win against him in a battle of smarts and wits. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
And what you describe as your defense is, oh, yeah, I lost.
But it wasn't that bad.
Oopie bears. So
Yeah,
what am
you're
I
right.
supposed to think? You're the mass media,
I don't
and I'm
know.
average Joe.
No, you're right. You're both
you
you're right.
would beat him if you took gummies to the dome.
I just unlocked my third eye.
That's what I think.
What's the Patreon goal for the gummy episode of Nick?
Nick breaks
So
edge.
high.
40,000.
What would you break edge for?
40,000
$1 million
patrons.
in your pocket? No.
I actually have a condition out there that's still possible. I have a friend from high school who asked me the same question, but was way more persistent. He was like, I want to see you weird. He was like, I want to see you get weird. And I'm like, no. And he's like, give me one condition that like you have to. And the condition I gave him that I said, I promise if this happens, I will do it.
You suck me right now.
I'm like, you fucking get some. Anyway, I have to be in a club, and the song "Threats" by Denzel Curry has to play, And if both of those things happen and the song was not requested by a friend, I will drink lean. if someone can find lean in the building.
Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like a stars align event.
Yeah, and I said if that all happens, I will go straight edge to lean.
Skipping, I was gonna say you're just skipping beer, weed, and just like I'm
lean
sick
is a
of
big
lean
jump.
now.
Yeah,
That's okay.
So that's out there. So
You
That's
get a
sick.
big juicy belly like Gucci
I feel like
Mane
this
did.
could come back to haunt me at like an esports party, like someone watches the pod, they secret request.
You
Fuck
guys-
those guys. It has to happen naturally.
Do you guys ever?
Well, no.
I gotta beat the Morongo.
I was watching this this documentary about just the lean trade in America.
Right.
He bought the green ones, and he's like, "I bit your shit. I bought the green version of your shoes." Then he bought the same shoes.
But I clearly said it was about the color when I was just explaining it just now, but you were listening. You were thinking about pussy or something different.
My brain didn't even want to hear that part because I can't believe he did.
That's such a funny way to phrase. I didn't listen to you.
It hurts.
My brain didn't
It
hear
hurts,
that
and I
part.
should be the bigger man, but it still hurts.
That's a
This is
bar.
tough. This is you hate.
I'm taking that bar
Are
back.
you in my boat right now? Because you hate to see this where slime is just right.
He's just so
You
right here.
you
I do hate to
see
give it to
because
him.
it doesn't happen often.
But he got
He
called-
thinks it happens a lot.
That's how you
He
know.
thinks it happens all. Slime thinks it happens all the time.
This
but
validates
in
him for too
reality, it
much.
happens very little.
That's how you know how right I am, because it's so begrudging to give it to
You
me.
go 1 for 10, but once you hit it, you're popping off.
You're a biter, man.
So think about that.
You're
I'm
always-
a biter.
you're always biting
I'm
my
a
shit.
fucking bum.
Always bite.
So what?
I am bald. I am bald as fuck.
Save it for Nate, bro.
Nate, I can't be in the same room as. I've been too mean to him.
I do.
Unless he wants to
I
talk.
actually have thought about this. Is you've ruined any chance of working with him on anything.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy you just said no after like
Absolutely.
saying
No,
you would never want to talk
because
to me.
what if he is like, no, I'll chop it up with that bald pussy,
I do think Nade would be down.
right?
You think Nate would be down to chop it up?
Maybe not with slime. I guess I don't know the
he
extent of
doesn't
what you
get
said.
anything out of chopping up with me because I'm not popular
I don't think
enough.
he has time.
I'm not
Does he even have
important
time
I
to
don't
chop
think
it
that
up?
enough. If
we
you were
would.
really critical of Nade,
This has happened.
it would be worth
You're explaining
talking
something that's
to.
happened.
But that's different.
He'd send you a picture of 2 Cubans in a case and be like, "Let's go chat it out."
Dude, that'd be lit.
Yeah, let's go find out what we need to say.
I made a mogul mail about 100 Thieves. I think it was after a
Yeah.
round of layoffs or some shit. I forget
Yeah.
exactly what. And then I was trashing all of esports and lumped in that was 100 Thieves. Sure. And then we met each other at a party.
Oh, he talked to you about
And
it?
you talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do you have something to say?
No. I mean, not like fuck. He wasn't like
Did he
fucking.
like shove you?
He didn't like your reporting.
I think he was just like, man, I will like fucking fuck, dude.
He came up. He was like, "Mogul male. I'm a male mogul." And he started.
Yo.
He started practicing for the conscious cipher.
I want to send you into a war zone with a Kevlar press jacket
yeah.
and have you make something fucking
Make a
worth it.
real fucking mogul male.
Thank you.
I want to send you to the Kremlin.
I want to send you to deep Russia to talk to Vladimir Putin.
I want you to make a YouTube short doing zins with the Nelk boys,
Dude.
and then interview Vladimir Putin like the next day.
Did you see that moment when Vladimir Putin was like, yeah, like you applied to be in the CIA. Thank God that didn't happen. And Tucker Carlson was just like,
You don't want to die.
The worst part about not the worst part. Something that happened. I don't know if you saw this while you're at the hospital. Slime just aimlessly messages the group chat, "How are you?" And then I replied like a dill hole. I was just like, "I'm doing good," smiley face.
he didn't know Nick went to the
And I
hospital.
had no clue you're in the hospital. And then I go over, and then like there's a deeper message that was like from your girlfriend. That was like, "He's not doing so great right now. We don't have any information." I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
I can't believe you scrolled up. That's actually huge.
I heard you deleted it, and I was like, "That's so funny."
The fact that you scrolled up is
No,
insane.
it was
losing my
after,
mind.
It was after I'd sent it.
That's what I'm saying. You scrolled up in general.
Yeah.
You never do that.
Unannounced sponsorship project that we have going on right now. There's this insane thing that happened in the last week where Nick posts the draft of what's been worked on for this sponsorship
Yeah, this
thing.
video.
And you come into the chat a day later, you at here say, "Where's it at? We need this. Like, we need to send it to them." And then you go into another channel at here and do the same thing. And if you had scrolled up one message, you would have seen the full complete product.
You
that
just
need to send to them.
you just had to
Like,
read your
yeah.
screen.
Don't Jim Halper us.
This
is what you guys get.
Don't Jim Halper us.
Now you
I
get
like
it. Now
this.
you
I
get
like
it.
this because
Eat my shit.
it's
Fuck
not
you.
even a situation where you have to scroll. You literally just have to look at the phone.
It means there's a whole the top half of your phone you aren't even looking at. This is not a bit. This is not a drill.
It's not even a top half. It's not even a top half because there's been no other messages. He can.
Yeah, but
he
hits the keyboard.
It's the
I know.
text right above the messages.
Dude, it's
It
fucking.
blew my mind.
You are fucking miserable. It's miserable.
Because even for
Please
you,
be better, please.
Even for you, that one was pretty bad. I was
Please, just try like a little bit, please.
I
Please, Ludwig.
don't need to be better.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I am getting it done. All right. Look, I'm struggling out here.
What?
I'm
You just
trying
said so
my
much nothing.
best. It's day in, day out.
I don't have a day
Say
off.
some more idioms. Hey, read them and weep. All
Dude,
right.
I'm cutting the mustard.
Fellas,
I'm trying to shoot the
when in
breeze.
Rome.
Yeah, it's not a bit. It just makes our lives a lot more difficult and frustrating. And if you could put a little effort, that'd be great. We still love you, but you know that. That's the problem. You're taking advantage of our love for you, and you're doing a
No,
little
it's not
dance.
love.
You think Mr.
business.
Beast's core group has this problem?
No, because he's probably paying the guy who has to deal with that way more money.
His slime.
His slime.
Does he have a slime?
He has a couple
100%.
slimes.
He's like a whole team.
He has a
for
team of
everything.
slimes.
But does he have a slime?
I don't think
You know
he
what I
has
mean?
a slime.
Different breed, built
He's
different.
like one human. He has like a team that's a slime.
I'm very neurotic. If he has a neurotic guy, that
You
could
know,
work.
Fairly Odd Parents, like the Poindexters who calculate everything. He is that. And then I have
I have Muse trying my best.
Gordon Von Strangle.
I have to build shelves and pay Rad's dads.
Put her name? Timmy Burner.
Timmy Burner.
Like a bird, yeah,
Very
Burner phone.
nice.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
free name out there. Timmy Burner. Go ahead.
I actually
And
get
it's Timmy Turner, and he's smoking weed, and he's with what's her name?
Trixie.
Trixie.
And they're you've seen that
the
picture.
teenager one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is that. There's that infamous one where they're on the bed. He's smoking.
That's the one.
And
That's
she's
the one,
just
yeah.
tits
We're talking
out.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I put out the smoke that shit tweet. Someone, I think it was Mitch. He was smoking that shit that made my parents fairly odd.
Dude, your tweets. I forgot. I think one of them was couldn't appreciate it, but your tweet fucking smoking on that shit that made Ben 10
You
made
like
me
that one?
laugh out loud.
You like
I
that?
who couldn't appreciate.
I
it.
laughed out loud.
Oh,
at
you
that.
didn't-
That
you
is
didn't like that
so
one?
funny.
You don't
didn't
get it?
it.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
That's it.
It's like a me and Nick thing.
By the way, check out the Patreon. We got a bonus episode coming. We're gonna hash out why Aiden ditched Nick at the hospital.
Yeah, more at 11. Why Eamon is the most shit friend?
What the fuck? I'm there for.
Also, did me and Eamon fuck?
Hey, we should talk about something.
Hmm.
Nick is being kicked off the podcast.
Let's go!
I know. Hey, no,
Wait,
no,
what the
no,
fuck?
not yet.
News to me.
Okay, now celebrate.
Woo!
Let's go!
Wait,
Let's
what?
go!
What? I don't know about this. They
We
kicked off the
have decided
Put so much
as
work
a
into
group
the show.
that you
Yeah, as not a full group, but
They decided this, and you know how they do that thing where I disagree, but they'll reach out to shake my hand.
yeah.
And then I want to shake hands still.
And you did it.
I did that,
Okay.
and I can't really go back on it.
and we had our
You
lawyers
support
there.
Yemen droning.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got morals. See, you didn't pass that test.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with that.
I'm
pull
okay
away.
with getting rid of Nick.
So
Why are we cutting him?
we're cutting him because, well, the simple reason is that we want to go to a Melee tournament.
Yeah, Verdugo with the Aussie boys.
Yeah. So we're gonna be recording our bonus episode
Without me.
without Nick.
without
you.
It's gonna be tomorrow,
and I have to work Smash Summit.
and you have to work Smash
You gotta
Summit.
work.
So
Smash
the next
Summit.
so the bonus episode after this is just not going to have Nick because we've kicked him off, and his Patreon earnings is actually going to be dispersed.
Oh, well, not that part. Maybe
I like.
That's right, Zipper.
Zipper claps in the background.
What
If we do a Zipper episode where Zipper has a voice modulator and it's only his voice?
I just quit my job,
Yeah.
so
Zipper likes that.
Hey, shut up.
yeah.
So yeah, we could do the Zipper modulator. We could
Uh-huh.
also just have someone else on.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe
We could get it
Swift
like a
gets in
different
there.
guy.
Like a
Swift.
temporary-
That'd be kinda
Dirt.
cool.
We have animals
Oh,
go
Zipper's
around.
So cool.
It'd be like a
Dude.
temporary
That guy's a
thing.
Chad.
We'll figure it out. Either
Yeah.
way, this is just a
I'm back.
juicy bonus because you won't have to listen to Nick's grating voice.
Ooh.
Some-
Have fun working this week, though. It's
Soothing
gonna
to
be a busy
some-
week.
I'm quitting after. I'll be done soon.
Dude, it'll be so sick when you quit, but until then, you're fired.
Kind of a
That's right. You're
Not hired.
fired.
trend of. I would say trend of quitting to kind of over.
You know what? Before you fucking fire me, I have one more fucking thing to say to you, motherfuckers. This is exactly when I got bullied in 2nd grade for having arm hair, and then I shaved and got bullied for having shaved arms. This is the same thing.
There's no winning.
I am just carrying that weight.
The old thing was
Call us Addison.
that I haven't had sex with anyone in the old house.
Yeah.
And then
I'm projecting.
And then I did have sex with people. I had sex with a number of people, and then you shifted the goalpost. And it was like, well, you haven't had sex in this house, because I would go over their places.
Yeah.
We fuck you up, man. Oh, I will say.
I also hate taking shit from you specifically.
Why?
Because you do have no game. You have no game.
What?
Oh.
It's true.
Okay, everybody's...
Cutie Cinderella
You're
says
lucky you lock Cutie down because you have no game.
She said he honey dicked her.
All right, let's go around. Everybody say your number, because I don't think I'm the lowest of people
wait.
you've had sex with.
The number of women?
Women or people you've had sex with.
Human beings.
If my mother's watching, no one. We're waiting till marriage. If she isn't watching this episode, I gotta think about it. Come back to me. I gotta think about it. It's not a lot. I just don't remember.
Okay,
He's doing
Slime?
the math.
Mine's like, I think it's like 22, 23.
Wait, that's wrong. You've told me this number before. It's higher than that, right?
Maybe it's higher. I forget.
The first time you told me, I think you said like 28 or 27.
Mine's low. Mine's like 3 or like 3.
Mine's 4.
Mine's 3.
Virgin!
This is what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my
I hate
God.
taking
Wow.
shit from him.
You're off the show.
It's okay. I clocked more hours than him.
It's all about the game, right? Great game over here. Great game. I got great game over here.
This guy's got some OT.
Don't come at me in the Xbox Live call, dude. You're gonna fucking. You did him up like Sweet James.
It was so funny. It was
Sweet
so
James
funny.
haircuts and lawyering.
Italian honeys crossed the other side of the street when they saw him.
No.
They're
come
like, they were
on.
scared, bro. He walked through.
I was getting looks.
Yeah, you
Any
were.
of you
from the
ladies want
police.
this Coca-Cola I got already open? I learned something very, very important about slime like 3 years ago, and it was that he basically explained to me that he is willing to go to any height and any length and say almost anything about any subject and argue any point with any level of intensity.
Is this about Mario Tennis?
If no. If
We already talked about
if the subject matter ultimately does not matter that much.
Yes.
And that he will not do these types of things for things that are more serious. What I've always disagreed with him about is that just because the subject matter doesn't matter doesn't mean that the way you talk to people doesn't make them feel the same way as you would if it did matter.
Yeah,
and he, I don't think, processes that part very frequently. And so he just says shit because he's like, because talking about Saikuno doesn't really matter that much. And it's whatever.
Or I thought that.
I can't believe I'm the psychopath. I can't believe it.
Actually true.
And when I learned this about him, it made it so much easier to like deal with when he gets really angry or loud or animated about like something like
Mega Man.
Like where we should go. I'm like, do you want to get food? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because you don't know where you want to go. Because you're weird and you're a psychopath. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. Normally I'd be like, that makes no fucking sense. What are you saying? But now I'm just like, all right. Because I realized that like he just thinks that what we're talking about doesn't matter, and he finds it more entertaining to treat that moment like that.
Yeah, I amplify any minor feeling.
You're the psychopath.
As sort
Yeah,
of
you're the psychopath.
As a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
However, if Eamon comes up to me and he's like, my entire family was killed in a plane crash, that my father was driving the plane, and I wouldn't be like,
did they
duh.
Did they sleep in their bed?
Because he's
Are they gonna
bald.
spawn near their house?
Because I'd be like, oh damn, that's probably like a really complicated thing, and you're going through a lot. I want to let you know I'm here for you, and like let's talk about that whenever you're ready. And I love you. So it's about me putting all these things in different columns of like importance, and sometimes the non-important column is important to other people, and I need to recognize that, and that's my journey as a man.
I would be emotionally shattered.
I know, Eamon.
And it would be like, yeah, yeah. So like sometimes planes don't work, and I get that.
I mean,
it's unfortunate that it happened to me, but I mean, they kind of signed up for that whole thing, so
It
I
just
gotta.
happens to some people.
So I gotta deal with that. And
I watched
it's
a
gonna
Wendover
suck, but
video.
like,
And like the Wendover video said that this could like barely ever happen, and it did, which is like
He would
kinda
fly
a
the
bummer,
same
but-
exact plane model to the funeral, and he'd be like, Well, like the plane's actually safe. Like statistically speaking.
But like
this
I'm
is a
over
safe
18
plane.
now, so like I really have no dependency on.
Oh,
them,
that's the one. Like my emotional stability isn't really dependent on my parents being involved in my life. So, and that's his eulogy.
And you're still the psychopath, even though that's him.
He's like, but thanks to everyone for coming to the whole funeral.
Man.
Oh man,
Come on, man. Bring it in, man. Bring
Bring
it
it
in.
in.
You support Yemen bombs.
No, we got him. We got him.
On camera.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Russia, for the national anthem.
A thing I wanted to bring up. I have a name. I'm gonna revise because I think Nick has the best. Oh, I'm sorry, class. Did the bell dismiss you or did slime dismiss
My
you?
bad. I actually am listening.
No.
Believe it or not, I actually am listening.
How do you think that happens, King?
So Nick, I think, has the best like names for all of his alts in Smash. Basically,
All my characters.
when he chooses the character he plays, he's got these funny nicknames.
Cheeto
And
goes
I
hard.
came up with one.
What is that?
I've played this character probably like 30 minutes total in my life. Samaranth.
Samus.
Yeah. And I'm taking that one.
Fucking rules.
And I'm taking that one.
That one fucking rules.
So do you think it's good?